Right.
You needed volume so you can hear this too.
Whoa.
I mean, what in the dude?
Oh my God.
Dude, he looks like old.
Mike Tyson's leaked training footage is spreading like wildfire in the boxing world, and experts are losing their minds over it. Tyson is defying his age and hitting like he did in his 20s when he was the undisputed champ.
Not necessarily true with Mayweather just said. By him not fighting experienced fighters, the MMA fighters are not, their striking is not as good as boxing. That's not necessarily true. There's some strikers that would knock some boxers out, from MMA. I used to train MMA fighters. I used to teach them striking and boxing, and they're very dangerous guys, and they soak this up really good. They really learn. If they're taught right, they really learn how to use their hands well. If they're not trained right, if they don't run into a good striking coach in the gym, they're not going to learn, how to properly strike. But Anderson Silva that he fought, and Tyrone Woodley, they were dangerous guys. They're very good with their hands, and Jake Paul knocked him out, no problem. So that's all I want to say about that.
Look at this.
Right.
You needed volume so you can hear this too.
Whoa.
I mean, what in the dude?
Oh my God.
Dude, he looks like old.
Mike Tyson's leaked training footage is spreading like wildfire in the boxing world, and experts are losing their minds over it. Tyson is defying his age and hitting like he did in his 20s when he was the undisputed champ. Everyone knew Tyson had power and experience, but nobody expected age wouldn't slow him down at all. From coaches to retired boxers to current fighters, they all respect Mike for his legacy in the sport. Even after 40 years, his place in boxing is unmatched, and poor Jake Paul has asked Mike to step into the ring with him for the next exhibition fight. Well, it's clear that Netflix wants to create a grand spectacle. They're banking on the young generation loving a match where a young fighter with just 4 years of experience faces off against a legend. But Mike Tyson is showing he's not someone to be underestimated. He can still hit hard enough to make his opponents shake or even spend months in bed. When Tyson leaked a short 30-second training video with Rafael, everyone started biting their nails and worrying for Jake. Teddy Atlas, a renowned boxing trainer and commentator, had this to say.
But one of the last things that go with a fighter is his power.
Yep.
I think this is a very dangerous fight for Paul.
Interesting.
I think he might be making a mistake.
Atlas is a big deal in the boxing world. He's trained many fighters, including world champions, and knows his stuff. When he talks, people listen. He points out that a fighter's power is one of the last things to fade with age. This means Tyson's power is still a serious threat. This guru thinks Jake Paul might be making a big mistake by agreeing to this fight, because Tyson's punches are still incredibly powerful. And one should know power is different from speed or endurance. It sticks around longer, especially for someone like Mike Tyson, known for his knockout power. Even if Tyson doesn't have the speed or stamina of his younger days, his power remains a deadly weapon. Tyson's training is focused on keeping that explosive power, making him a significant threat to anyone, even younger fighters like Jake Paul. Next up, we have Tyson Fury, known as the Gypsy King, who also weighed in. Fury is a two-time heavyweight world champion and one of the biggest names in modern boxing. He's famous for his agility, skill, and unique fighting style. He's beaten top fighters like Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. His name, inspired by Mike Tyson, shows the admiration his father had for the legend. Here's what Fury had to say.
Mike Tyson, it's anybody. Don't care if he's 90. He's going to knock him out cold, isn't he? It's I am Mike Tyson. He's the baddest man on the planet, And Jake Paul's obviously, he's very experienced now. He's had a lot of tough fights. He's had a lot of good fights. And he's probably a quarter of the man's age. But obviously I have to back Mike Tyson. I'm named after the legend, and I back him.
Fury's words highlight the danger of Tyson's punching power, a defining part of his career. Calling Tyson the baddest man on the planet reinforces his legendary status, built on his knockout victories. Although Tyson Fury and Mike Tyson never fought each other, their careers are from different eras. Tyson's peak was in the late 1980s and early 1990s, while Fury's rise happened in the 2010s. They share larger-than-life personas, but they never faced off in the ring. Like any smart boxer, Fury respects and admires Mike Tyson. Moreover, Jeff Mayweather, known for his bold and straightforward approach, chimed in with his take. He said, Jeff Mayweather, part of the famous Mayweather boxing family, is a former professional boxer and a respected trainer. He's trained many fighters and has a ton of experience in the sport. As the uncle of Floyd Mayweather,
Well, you're not giving Jake Paul a chance, and I see it a whole different way. I see Jake Paul training specifically for Mike Tyson, watching footage of Mike Tyson. He's ready for Mike Tyson. He knows what Mike Tyson's going to throw. He knows how hard he's going to throw it. I think Jake Paul is going to do a lot better than people think he's doing. I think he might even take Mike Tyson out of there early if Mike comes in. And of course, if Jake catches him really clean and hard for a couple shots, and then steps in and tries to press him and throw some other shots on him, the ref might just stop it real fast because he doesn't want Mike Tyson to get hurt. They're going to really be that's going to be a disadvantage against Mike. They're going to be really watchful that he doesn't get hurt in there. God forbid he ended up in a coma or dead. The Texas Athletic Commission would never be putting on another fight after that. So just let me know. Like and subscribe to my channel, please. That's an agreement we got. You guys just go ahead and like and subscribe, and put in the comments who do you think's going to win this fight. After what you've seen from Jake Paul footage yesterday and the Mike Tyson footage today, tell me who you think's going to win this fight. I'll put out some more Jake Paul footage, real current footage soon. All right, thank you. God bless you guys. Have a great day, audience. All right.
Jr., one of the greatest boxers ever. Jeff's opinions carry a lot of weight in the boxing community. Jeff's critique is clear. He thinks Jake Paul has been taking the easy road by fighting MMA fighters who don't have much boxing experience. According to Jeff, these opponents aren't skilled enough in boxing, so Jake's victories over them don't really show true boxing talent. Boxing and mixed martial arts, MMA, are different beasts. While both involve striking, the techniques, rules, and strategies are worlds apart. An MMA fighter, even one with high skills, might not be as good in pure boxing as a dedicated boxer. Jeff's point is that Jake Paul hasn't faced opponents who can really test his boxing skills. And now for some spicy gossip, we can't forget Joe Rogan. He jumped into this roasting fest with his signature style.
You needed volume so you can hear this too.
Whoa.
I mean, what in the dude?
Oh my God.
Dude, he looks like old. I'm back.
Joe Rogan is a big name in the MMA world. He's a commentator for the UFC, a comedian, and the host of the super popular The Joe Rogan Experience podcast. He's known for his deep knowledge of combat sports and his ability to break down the details of both MMA and boxing. Joe was blown away by Tyson's physical condition and training intensity. He's basically saying, "Holy cow, Tyson looks like he's back in his prime." Joe's reaction is priceless and highlights Tyson's incredible shape and power. Despite all the years, Tyson's ability to train so intensely and show such power is amazing. It captures the attention of fight fans old and new. Rogan's amazement shows just how much Tyson still impacts the sport, and how he can still generate excitement and admiration after decades away from competitive boxing. Joe Rogan is at it again, and this time he's heaping some major praise on Mike Tyson.
And with Mike Tyson, I've never seen anybody better. I've never seen any fighter, even Ali in his prime, even Ali when he was Cassius Clay. I never saw anybody who looked like Mike Tyson in his prime. I think it just, you can't maintain the kind of focus that was required to be this guy.
Yep, you heard that right. Rogan just said Tyson in his prime was better than Ali. That's a huge statement. Joe's basically saying that no one, not even Muhammad Ali, looked as formidable as Tyson did in his heyday. Tyson had this unmatched focus and intensity that made him a terrifying force in the ring. It wasn't just his physical power, it was his mental game too. Tyson's dedication was off the charts, something almost impossible to keep up over time. Rogan's comparison to Ali, one of the greatest boxers ever, really puts Tyson's prime on a pedestal. Tyson's ferocious intensity and singular focus made him dominate the ring like no one else. This wasn't just about his muscles and knockout punches, but the mental toughness that Cus D'Amato drilled into him. That's what made Tyson both feared and respected. Then we have Anthony Joshua, another big fan of Tyson. Joshua's admiration for Tyson is almost poetic.
Number 2 is going to be the Iron Man, the man that I would love to have read comic books about when I was a kid. Iron Mike Tyson, the beast, the man with a 19-inch neck, the man with quads that made people say, don't skip leg.
Joshua idolized Tyson from the start, seeing him as a near mythical figure in boxing. He talks about Tyson like he's a superhero straight out of a comic book. Joshua is clearly inspired by Tyson's physical attributes and the fearsome presence he brought to the ring. That recent training footage of Tyson got Joshua all pumped up, saying Tyson still has what it takes to compete at a high level. Joshua thinks Jake Paul is in for a real challenge. Tyson looks fierce and frightening, just like in his prime. Even at 57, Tyson still shows the speed, strength, technique, and boxing IQ that made him a legend. Joshua believes anyone stepping into the ring with Tyson needs to bring their A-game or face a serious disadvantage. Tyson's incredible conditioning with his 19-inch neck and powerful quads is a testament to his dedication and training. The 19-inch neck refers to the circumference of Tyson's neck, which is notably large. In boxing, a strong and thick neck is crucial because it helps a fighter absorb punches better, reducing the risk of being knocked out. A neck of this size indicates significant muscle strength and resilience. And powerful quads means Tyson's quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of the thighs. Strong quads are essential for a boxer's power, agility, and stability. They contribute to the force behind punches and the ability to move quickly and maintain balance in the ring. This level of preparation makes Tyson a strong challenge for anyone in the ring, regardless of his age. Kamaru Usman didn't hold back either. He bluntly said, "No chance whatsoever against Tyson. I don't think Jake Paul can beat Mike Tyson." Usman didn't sugarcoat anything. He's straight to the point, saying Jake Paul has no chance against Tyson. This blunt assessment comes from Tyson's legendary status and his proven skills even now. Tyson's known for his unmatched fitness and rigorous training. Usman points out that Tyson's techniques and basic principles are still there. Tyson's work ethic is something every boxer respects. Even though he's retired, there's a sense that Tyson might be returning to that intense training schedule that made him the Iron Mike everyone feared in the ring. Have you seen Tyson's training footage? What do you think? Drop your thoughts below.
Taking place in the first